Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. You can find us in Campbellville, Ontario. We have rescued chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. We've got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Happily ever after Farm Sanctuary.
Ooh, that's a good sound effect.
Hello! Did you hear that creaky door
I hope
open?
so. I hope everybody heard that.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. Woo woo! It's windy.
It is super windy.
We are live. It's so windy out. The stand is blowing all over. It seems like we're on a cruise ship today. We are not on a cruise ship. We are coming at you
Here.
live
We're
from
actually here.
Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary, located in Campbellville, Ontario, Canada. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to get a back pain with my shoulders shrugged up so much like this. Andrea!
Ah, what happened?
I know.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know what weather.
It is April, that's what happened. This is April.
Like, it is up and down like a yo-yo.
Frigid today.
Let us know in the comment feed where you're tuning in from, because we love to see where this program is touching the four corners of the globe.
Colorado.
And there's corners on a globe. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
but, you know, it always makes me turn my head sideways when I say it. The four corners of the globe. No, we are not from the Flat Earthers Society here, friends. This is the sanctuary. And yeah, some of the things we say may or may not be factual, like the corners of the globe.
Learn some
Oh,
things.
there we go. Mississauga. Hello from Mississauga,
Oregon.
Colorado, New York. Hey, Diane. Good to see you.
England.
Monica.
Missouri.
Hello,
Becky.
Monica. We got Jenny.
London, UK.
Carol. Oh, London,
Patagonia.
UK. I bet you it's doing the same thing in London, UK in
Tell
terms
us.
of weather.
Please tell us.
It's
We're
probably
cold.
like all
Virginia.
of the weather patterns in one day
That's
you
what we
can
get.
get in
Yes.
UK.
Yes.
And
We've got that in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yesterday was what, 27?
Oh, so beautiful.
Sunny, 27.
So
we just had
beautiful.
hail.
All of the
10 minutes ago.
pigs were out sunbathing, and now everybody's a bit cranky. How are you feeling about this yo-yo weather?
Chilly.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even introduce ourselves.
No.
Go for it.
Hello, I'm Andrea, and I'm the resident healthcare manager here at the sanctuary.
And I'm Derek Walter. I'm executive director and one of the founders here. Welcome for the new people that are joining us this week. Every single week there are new viewers. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so what can you expect on a Barnside Chat? We're going to talk about all of the latest things happening around the farm, including this right now. We are celebrating its birthday month for Cornelius. Oh, somebody's tipping stuff over there. It's Cornelius's 9th birthday. What is happening with time, Andrea?
9 years.
Cornelius's favorite food is bananas. And he also loves to chase the delivery people when they come. We used to spend a great deal of time saving people's lives from Cornelius. But in his older age, 9 years old, he's slowed down a little bit. So he's not chasing too many people these days. He has his favorite people, of course. That's what makes Cornelius so special. There we are. Is that he has an unbelievable personality. If you've had the privilege to meet Cornelius, he's a bit sassy, and he always is projecting that tone of. I'm going to let you fill in the blank here. That tone of
anger.
Yeah.
Just don't cross that line.
Yes, yeah. He's got a
keep everybody in line.
He's got a hard boundary, that boy. So it's a happy birthday to Cornelius.
Oh, everybody's saying happy birthday to him right now.
It seems like every day we have something special going on. There are so many residents involved and residents that have passed, and there are memories being shared. So we thank everybody in our online community, friends and family, for sharing those moments, because time passes fast. I don't know if you know that. Andrea, can you give us an update on, if I can do this right? Oh, no.
There he is. We're gone.
I know, we're gone now. Let me fix that. But give us an update on what's happening here with Brindle.
So there's Brindle. I gave a bit of an update on Bear Care Corner. He is currently in his own stall because he's having some issues with his back end and has some muscle wasting back there, which is really, really tricky. He's getting physio soon. They're coming out in like a week and a half, or this week, I forget, soon. But that has been tricky integrating him back in the herd. We have had 2 attempts, and neither of them have gone well so far because he just can't keep up with the other pigs during the integration.
Oh, so that's our update on Brindle, and we'll keep you updated as things progress. Check out who showed up. Here's a Mr. Phil. Hi, Phil. Hi, so
really
good
soft.
To see you, Phil.
He
says, well, I got skunked a couple weeks ago. He was and then he also visited the compost pile a few times. It's got some extra smelly things going on over there.
I think Ricky did the other day because he was smelled special.
It is a putrid smell. This weekend on the farm, there was also a work
There's the
day.
Dump pile.
There's the dump pile. That's where Phil rolls and finds all sorts of smelly things. So we had volunteers join us this weekend at the farm for a cleanup, and they did a lot of heavy work, a lot of heavy mucking. And if you'd like to join us for a work day, there are chores that are heavy, there are chores that are light. Head on over to the website, happilyeverafter.ca. You can sign up, you can see the events calendar, and right now it's showing all of the public work days and the public tours. Oh my goodness. Who is it coming through the door? It's Em. Hello. This is Em. Em is from Facilities Maintenance Team. Everybody say hi to Em. Em is working extra hard today because we are on PDP time. And PDP stands for?
Professional Development.
Period?
I was going to say time. There's no T in there. Did we think about this ahead of time?
PDP. Professional Development. Period.
Plan? Period. It's something.
It is where we the volunteers, they have a specific task to do at home that's not on farm, and it's also where it's a real test on the farm for the caregivers and the facilities team, everybody together as a whole. It's important for us to examine our practices and safety measures and any big changes that we want to implement. And so right now, all the volunteers are at home. There's no volunteers on the property this week, but they will return, and we've got some changes to share with everybody.
I'm excited for this one.
Oh, I'm excited too.
I'm excited.
Let's just show, like over there, you can see a tarp hanging on the silo, a green tarp, the mystery tarp. So that's all I'm going to give you, folks, because I don't want to give it all away. But it's an exciting development that's happening over there at the silo. Let's head on inside. It's chilly. It is super chilly. And we're going to take some questions from the rainbow bag. If you have a question that you would like answered during the live feed today or maybe next week, go ahead and put it in the comment feed below. We're coming in the main barn. There we go. Put it in the your question in the comment below, and we will pull the questions out one at a time from the Magic Rainbow bag. If you're too shy, and we hope that you're not shy, because this is a welcoming community of friends and people that are all sort of have one thing similar that binds us all together. We're among friends, so no question. Do not worry if you think it's a silly question. You can put it down in the comment feed, or you can private message Andrea, and we'll make sure that we answer it during the show. All right, let's see. Here is the first question, Andrea.
Why is Diablo in the main barn?
Go for it.
He is right there behind me. We are in the process of stage 4 of integrating Gloria, and he's kind of the last piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
We have her bonded with the other goats. We have her bonded with Angela, which is what we expected, what we wanted. We have them up at the goat barn. We have the sheep down here to kind of create a little bit of a division, and also with what happened to Obama last week, which I talked about in my last Bear Care Corner video, if you're wondering.
Yes.
Diablo is usually the wild card in these situations, so we're kind of leaving him to come in last, so that we can see that interaction separately, because he's a little feisty.
Thank you to Karin. Karin? Is that?
Ooh.
Karin. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Karin, for writing in. Hope that answers your question. Next question is from Mary Lee. When do you start shearing
We
the
almost
sheep?
started 2 days ago because it was so hot.
It's too cold.
It's too cold now.
It's still too cold to shear.
Usually
Like May to 4 weekend.
mid-May.
Yeah.
Mid-May. Because we get the consistent, even though we had really hot days this week, it goes back down, and they need that wool to stay warm. And also wool insulates a bit against the heat as well.
Totally.
Usually we start with Abraham because he is very large.
He's huge.
And he overheats really easily, so we start with him and then kind of chip away at everybody.
So
we have 4 sheep this year,
no.
so it shouldn't take too long.
Well, let's turn and look. There's
watching us.
There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them in
Obama.
this is stall 1A, right? Is that what this is called?
You are correct.
I get confused sometimes.
Come with me.
Oh, there they are. So we're gonna shear their wool, and then we take their wool and we compost the wool, or we just put it. We just leave it right on the ground where it gets sheared off, and then the residents can use it as bedding, and then it just gets cleaned up and put out in the compost pile, because we don't take anything from the animals here. We're not your typical farm here. We don't use anything as a commodity as it relates to the residents. Oh, look at this stray cat that showed up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There it is.
Say hi, Ricky.
Andrea, tell us who this is.
This is Enrique. He's very handsome and tired.
He is very tired.
He did some chores this morning, so he's exhausted.
All right, let's put up the next question here. This one looks like a long one. Here's my question. I had potbelly pigs as pets since 1995, and recently my pig had a couple of abscesses on his head and face area. According to the vet, these are very common, and it's caused by bacteria that's antibiotic resistant, so there's not a lot that can be done. So just drain and flush. Do you have an issue with this at your sanctuary? And that was from... let's see, from Cerise? Cerise.
Never heard that name.
So Cerise, I would say that face abscesses here at our farm are not a common thing. We have had face abscesses due to dental issues, right?
Yeah, and Iona had that one. Actually, no, she had one on her jaw that took a long time and actually came back, and it was resistant to a few things. I remember now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, bacteria resistance and antibiotic resistance bacteria is definitely something that if you haven't heard about, you should definitely get a read on that. It is it's some scary stuff that's happening with relation to antibiotic resistant stuff, and the majority of our antibiotics that we produce on Earth, we feed to farmed animals, and I don't know if you knew that statistic either, but there's a reason why there's antibiotic resistance happening. But during Esther's foot infection, they had a bacteria that just could not be, we could not get a grip on it. And we ended up using something called meropenem, which is a very strong antibiotic. It was hard to come by in the doses, the amounts that we needed for Esther. And as well, we were looking at something called phage therapy. or phage therapy, PHAGE. And it's where they create a bacteria, or they find a bacteria that eats the bad bacteria. And then once the bad bacteria is all consumed and there's no more food for that specific bacteria to eat, then it just dies off and the body absorbs it. And there are millions of combinations in order to find the right phage or the phage. And if you have not heard about that, you should read up on that, because that is upcoming medical, magic that is going to be used coming up very soon across the world. I know it's coming; they're already doing it. But check into that. Okay, I went off on a long tangent there.
Stuff.
Oh, hi, Mom and Dad.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Okay, that's not a question. Oh, we already did that. Here we are. How long was Captain Dan in his man cave way back then? And could you talk a little bit about it? Well, let's actually go just ask Captain. Yeah. Let's just go ask him. He is down here. We're going to head down the main barn. Oh. No. Oh, let's go with him. Hi, big boy. Hey. Hi. Captain. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, chat. I'm having a hard time navigating the camera.
It's so hard from that angle.
I know it is. There it is. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Hi. So we're in Captain Dan's. Well, we could consider this Captain Dan's man cave right now. But Captain Dan did live on his own for a couple of years. Right? It was a couple of years, right, Andrea?
Yeah. Oh, you're not coming.
No, I was like, I'm circling back. So he lived in seclusion for a couple of years because he could not be integrated with anybody. He was
not at that time. The herd was so different at that time.
Yeah, there was definitely a different herd dynamic, and so we kept Captain Dan busy. He had lots of human interaction. Hi. Hi. Oh, you're just gonna touch the screen. Don't touch the screen. Oh, what am I? Oh, I lost my phone. Thanks, Andrea. Captain would be making long-distance telephone calls. That dynamic, we were able to work him in, but it took a couple of years. When he arrived, he was with a herd, and then he just turned a bit sour, and he wanted to be top dog and fight at every opportunity. He created a lot of stitches and wounds. Can you come towards me? Yes, there we are. Thank you. So that's a good question to ask about Captain Dan, and I'm glad that we could ask the captain right here with us. So thank you so much to Linda. Next question, here it goes. Andrea, go for it.
Have you thought of a senior herd for the pigs, with Dan being so anxious with all the younger rowdy pigs, and someone like Brindle who may not be able to compete, maybe a smaller herd on the side for cases like this? Absolutely. That is the answer.
Go, tell us. Tell us.
That's something that we are definitely considering, especially with the Brindle situation currently. Who we have here? Look at Diablo in the shot.
Yeah, there
so
he is.
The Brindle situation, and Dan's currently on his own stall. He's on dry stall right now because of a hoof abscess, which he's healing really well from, but we're just thinking that could be a good option for everybody.
Not a bad idea. It's something that we have definitely talked about before. Let's see if we can squeeze in here and not get gored.
Am I far away?
Yeah, there you are. I think you're okay.
Hi.
Hi, Diablo. I'm offering different living scenarios is for sure important, and being able to adapt and change and having different areas available is so important. We have a few new areas within Pasture 6 that got fenced up just before the snow fell last year that provides us with more separation. We added barn number 10. No, barn number 9. No, 10.
10.
The new pig barn is barn number 10.
And 9, because that's cows.
Cows is 9?
Yes.
Cows is 9, pigs are 10. Well,
yes.
Did the cows get moved up to 9?
No,
not yet. Oh, look at! I was like,
being finished.
I was like, we need to talk about it.
Not yet.
But being able to provide new spaces is something that we're always looking at the farm.
Yeah, with lots of options.
Yeah, lots.
Definitely thinking about that because of the current situation.
Yeah, we have.
He ate some of my hair.
Did he take some of
my hair? Yeah, I felt it.
Oh, he's chewing.
It's on his face. piece. He actually
Take that back. That's
took a little
yours.
piece.
That's
A
yours.
little piece of hair.
If you have a question you would like in the rainbow bag, put it in the comment feed below, and the kind admin moderator will make sure that to screen your language and make sure they're appropriate questions, and then they'll magically end up in the rainbow bag. It's time for the Sanctuary Weather Report with Diablo
Just
and
Diablo.
Andrea. Oh. Yeah. All right, go for it, Andrea.
Hello, and welcome to the weather report. Today is a completely different day than yesterday. Yesterday was, I think, 27. At least it was where I was. Probably at the sanctuary too. And then all of a sudden today we're 4. Huge, huge, huge difference. It's cold. It's windy. It's very, very, very April. This is very April. So we're seeing a lot of ups and downs. We're seeing rain. We're seeing snow. We're seeing freezing, but not too much below freezing anymore, which is awesome. Just a little bit overnights.
Oh, it definitely is turbulent weather out there today.
A little bit of
Look, he's going.
everything.
He's going to go. He's going for it.
Put my hood on.
Let's come down the hallway. Let's come down to the hallway for somebody that's not as hungry as Diablo. And here is Mr. Brindleface, whom lots of messages have been coming in for Brindle because we feel a bit bad for Brindle that his
Hi,
integrations
Brindle.
are not going as planned. And yes, thank you to everybody for sending in those thoughtful messages for Mr. Brindleface. We have time for a couple of more questions. Here, oh, there it is. Andrea, let's see. Do you remember which one it was? Were we on this one?
No, you were doing these.
Here we go. Can Brindle go out with 1 or 2 volunteers so he
there I
doesn't have to stay in the stall? I keep moving over. I'm like,
I
I
know,
don't
where
need
do
to
I
move
go?
over. Can Brindle go out with 1 or 2 of the volunteers so he doesn't have to stay in his stall all the time?
Absolutely. We've added an exercise plan to his daily routine. So he's on pain meds. He's on a bunch of other treatments and different things. And exercise is huge on there. So we've added twice daily for him to be getting out. Because right now he's in the stall. There is outside access, but he's not doing quite the long, distant movement that he needs to be doing to make sure that that muscle wasting isn't getting any worse in the back end. So we just added that.
Excellent. That's a really great question. Here comes the next question. Hi, Kim. I'm a newbie here. Are you both vegan? That's a personal question, but I'm happy to answer. Yeah, I am vegan. Oh, and Brindle, you're yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we are.
Good question, Kim. Welcome. Let's see.
Welcome. That's exciting.
Becky, does Ferdinand get along with the peacocks, Jesus, Jerry, and Joseph?
He has never met them.
He has never met them.
And
That's right.
probably never will.
He is from a different coop, and with our different farm diseases that we have right now,
everybody in their areas.
Yeah, everybody's got their own areas.
And also nutritional needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, peacocks eat all day, and Ferdinand is not allowed to.
Why not?
Because he's a big boy, and he would gain weight too quickly. So he gets 2 meals a day, like Nancy.
And he is super aggressive for food.
Very,
Yeah.
very worse than Cornelius.
Oh my goodness.
Worse than Nancy somehow.
Here we go. I enjoyed watching Pouty being raked. I know he and Sir Denver have been shy around humans. Have they become more comfortable and receptive to the caregivers over time? They are beautiful beasts. Yes, they are, Jeannie. Andrew, why don't you tell us about the raking video?
The raking video was our very wonderful volunteer, Andy. Now Dan's getting all revved up. You can hear him. So you can hear us talking still. Yeah, we were brushing. We usually brush him, but she had the rake out, and she was just going. Pouty's always been pretty friendly with us. Denver, we've never really got there with him. So hopefully one day we do a lot of like physical stuff in the in the chute. When he's in the chute, we do the full health exam and stuff. But otherwise, he's pretty shy.
That crying that we hear in the background,
Whining.
that is Captain Dan going, please,
lunch,
come
please.
Let's go down and see Captain. Oh, Captain, what's up, man? What is up? If you have a question for Captain Dan that you would like answered in the rainbow bag, make sure you put it in the comment feed below. I think we have time for one more question.
Let's do it.
Let's see. We'll do it here with Captain.
I don't want to get in his way. We'll go up
Oh,
here.
what is going to be stored in the building? The new storage maintenance facility building. One of my favorite things is parked underneath of the building, and that's the tractor. So the tractor's parked there.
Oh, wow.
The lawn equipment's there.
What's there? It's huge. I didn't think it was going to be that big.
The transport trailer, the resident transport trailer.
Quad.
Yeah, the quad. All of the feed is over there. We now have the feed storage pod, which is over there. All of the consumable supplies, all the tools, anything with an engine, anything with a light bulb, all of the facilities maintenance, fans and heaters and farm accoutrements and widgets. Everything is over there. It is such an amazing space, and I'm so excited about that space. My excitement has not died down at all for that space. But yeah, that area over there is.
This looks good.
Yeah, it's coming along nicely. So tons is stored over there. How are Jesus, Jerry, and Joseph? I don't hear much about them. Andrea, give us a quick update on Jesus, Jerry, and Joseph, where they live, and who are their other housemates that they live with.
I feel like there's certain residents you might not. We have 73 residents, first of all, and second of all, there's some that you don't hear about maybe quite as often because they're just kind of shy. I think you'll see more pictures and videos when they're out displaying. And we have Jerry out in Moneytown. We separated him from the other two boys because during mating season it's a little too exciting, and that's now an ILT positive group, so he has to stay out there. And Jesus and Joseph are in the duck coop. So, yeah, that's where they're at, but...
Okay, all right. What does ILT stand for?
Can I pronounce it?
Put you on the spot. That's okay.
Oh, hang on.
I say the wrong thing always.
Something tracheitis, laryngo... What's the first thing? Infectious laryngotracheitis. Is that it? The whole thing? I think I did
so.
it. I think I did it.
Where's the ding key? Bing, 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 bing. So it's a bronchial infection. It's herpes related,
Yes.
right?
And they'll have flare-ups for the rest of their lives like any herpes.
Yeah. So
we'll get big cases of sneezing, everybody kind of sneezing, spreading it at that point. Or not spreading it, they're putting it out. And then they'll kind of be in remission, which everybody is right now, which is great. But yeah.
Andrea, tell us about what this is.
I just heard about this before we started. We're doing Pride again, finally. After 3 years, we have had Pride Parade, and now we're doing it again.
The last time
excited.
We had Pride. I mean, we did Pride Parade here every year at the farm.
Yes, of course we did it here.
We did it here, but
we're
talking about the Toronto Pride Parade.
Very exciting.
And make sure that you stay tuned to the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter,
it's the best.
Why have you not signed up for the newsletter? That means I'm doing a terrible job at letting you know that you need to sign up for the newsletter. You'll hear all about the registration for Pride. And of course, there will be a new... Have you seen the Pride t-shirt design?
No! Nobody's showing me. They want it to be a surprise.
I need to share it with you. It was so beautiful. I'm not going to share it with you. I'm going to keep it a surprise for right now. But put that on your save the date. Yeah, save the date. The Toronto
it's
Pride
so
Parade,
fun. I'm so excited.
Which is, oh my gosh, the date is
July.
Our kind admin Christine's going to save my butt. And she's going to put it's in June.
Oh,
it's almost, I think it's the 25th.
That's soon.
Or 24th, 25th, 26th. One of those dates, my goodness. So we're super excited to march down the streets of Toronto.
Signs of our residents.
And 2 to 3 million people view that parade. So exciting. We're super excited to have that exposure for the farm. And of course, lots of pictures of the residents get marched through the center of town.
People call them out. That's the best part. I always carry the Nancy sign. People are like, it's Nancy. And I was like, yes.
Make sure you put that in your calendar.
Sunday, June 25th.
Sunday, June 25th. Make sure also you remember the deadline for donations for the online art auction are coming up. The shelf is filling up in the store area, and I'm excited to see what has come in this week. Friends, thank you so much for tuning into this week's Barnside Chat. We appreciate this time with everybody immensely. My goodness, we'll see you next Monday on the Barnside Chat. I think that's the next live thing that we have planned, right?
Probably.
Yeah, the next live thing that we had planned for.
Surprise live? I don't know.
Make kindness a habit today. Spread love and kindness in every way. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye-bye.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.